highest military chief has told his troops for the first time to plan for a possible China invasion of Taiwan. Watch this.
Let me give you this challenge, this further challenge. Do not be content with securing just the northern hemisphere up to Mavulis Island. Start planning for actions in case there is an invasion of Taiwan. Okay? So extend na natin yung sphere of operations natin. Because if something happens to Taiwan, inevitably we will be involved.
The remarks came as Taipei condemned China's massive blockade and live-fire drills around Taiwan, and after Beijing earlier flew nuclear-capable bombers near Scarborough Shoal ahead of U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth's visit to the Philippines, his first overseas tour. He and Philippine Defense Secretary Guibo Teodoro declared both sides would accelerate their defense partnership to meet its greatest challenges.
So, Nick, what did you find?
Jeff, Taiwan has long been the most tense flashpoint between Washington and Beijing. By law, the U.S. is required to help Taiwan defend its democracy, which also produces the vast majority of the world's most advanced computer chips. This week, China's People's Liberation Army launched new drills and sent ships that ringed around Taiwan. The U.S. said the moves, quote, put the region's security and the world's prosperity at risk.
In western Taiwan, the army is training for war. The 584th Brigade headquarters is assaulting its own base, captured by a red-hatted enemy commanders identify as China that doesn't put up much of a fight. It's a simulation with tanks whose parts date back 70 years and a drone that couldn't fly because it was too windy. Privately, Taiwanese officials admit they are not ready for the Chinese army. But under the steady eye of forefather Sun Yat-sen, Commander Lieutenant Colonel Gong Shu-wei says they're getting there.
The problem for us right now is we still are short of manpower for the armed forces.
Andrew Yang is Taiwan's former defense minister. He and other analysts worry that Taiwan's government hasn't spent enough on defense, and the army doesn't have enough well-trained troops.
They need to realize they're playing a dangerous game. Okay? Cutting defense spending right now is not the right signal.
How are we to be expected to think about sending Americans into harm's way on behalf of a entity that doesn't seem all that interested in protecting itself?
There is no way that we will accept the accusation that we cut defense budget.
Alexander Huang is the Director of International Affairs for the Kuomintang. He says their lawmakers lowered all government spending and did not target defense, and they'll support an upcoming vote to increase military spending.